I've always been inspired like by 60s, 70s surfing stuff.
Are you completely on your own schedule, or is there anyone else like in there with you, or you just show up whenever?
Yeah, I just show up whenever.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Howdy, y'all. Welcome to Seager Storytime. We're your hosts, Mattson, Case, and Elliott, and we're the co-founders of Seager Company.
Bam! Second
Just
podcast.
like that, we're in.
Do you guys get a lot of people listening to this podcast?
I think it's like
millions.
100 million a minute or something like that.
No, it's like my mom. And
Worldwide.
It's just
My
as
mom's
uncle
gonna
too.
be
Yeah, my uncle
listening
shot.
for sure now.
It's
Yeah.
just
What's her
well,
name? You can shout her out.
Trina.
There we
Yeah.
go.
I
Shout
can't
out.
shout her out first, though. She's got
Yeah.
Putting this just
That'll
on.
come last. Yeah.
Speaking of family, your family with Skip, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Your wife is his
Yeah.
cousin. Is that right?
Skip's my cousin.
Oh, wait, what?
No,
Oh,
my wife's cousin. but-
okay, blood-wise, yeah.
Yeah. No, Skip's my cousin.
Your brother.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Skip.
Wait, so he's your cousin-in-law?
I guess.
Okay,
I don't know
sick.
what
Yeah.
that means.
No, he's
But-
just they're cousins.
It's like
Yeah, I
it's
feel like
me and
cousin's
Kurt.
a blanket statement. Like you could just say that shit to anyone. Like
Yeah,
you're
he's my
kind of my cousin.
No,
Yeah.
no, no,
I call
no.
Kurt my
That's
cousin.
different than this. This is actually family ties.
This is like that Dane podcast. Like we're related, and he was like, "Are we?" Remember that?
Oh, yeah. We're related the same way he's related to Skip.
Yeah,
Kinda
cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of cousins.
Yeah.
second cousin or
so-
something.
So you are dating or married to his cousin?
Yeah. Yeah. My wife's
Perfect.
cousin.
Yeah, there we go. It's an easy way
That's
to lay it
fun.
out.
I actually have I found out this morning. I told my wife, I was like, "Oh yeah, we're having Troy on the podcast today." She was like, "Oh, tell him about what my dad did to his. I think it was your mom or something." I was like, "What?" And I think it was either your mom or your wife's mom.
Okay.
When they were young, they grew up together, I guess. And I think they were like 10 or something. I'm probably botching the whole story. But he rollerbladed over her arm and broke her arm or something.
Oh, that's my wife's mom.
Yeah.
Not my mom.
Fully, I guess my wife met her and they were chatting and she was like, she had said her dad's name. She's like, Brian? And then she was like, you know my dad? She's like, he broke my arm. I was like, holy shit, Brian. Like rollerbladed over her arm.
Sounds like a mean move.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's kind of his style, you know.
Brian.
I know you're listening, Brian. That's
Brian.
fucked up, bro. Yeah.
Why you gotta do that?
I know.
Wild.
That's the only other family thing I had.
Yeah.
It's a good little intro, but thanks for coming by.
Yeah, thanks for coming, dude.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Stoked to have you.
Are you you're up in Costa Mesa?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. It's a good
Holding it
spot.
down for Costa Mesa.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Is your do you have a shop up there?
I do. I just have like a shaping room warehouse.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a showroom thing, but I keep all my stuff there.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's cool. And then, I just Golden State picks up boards for me, glosses them and stuff. But yeah,
How long you been doing that?
at this shop I'm at now, like 6 years, I think. But
Damn. That's awesome.
6 years. So I remember Elliott and I came to pick up a board from you.
yeah,
I don't know when you were.
I don't know.
Oh,
We're in the
so-
Huntington house. so
This is an
whenever that
OG
was.
right here. This
yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't custom make it.
7 years?
For you.
No, I picked it from another guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got a logged. What did
Yeah,
you
that
get?
one.
You get a log too?
Lo-
Or did
got
you just
a
go
log.
with me? I got a log.
Yeah.
Did you get one too?
No, I just.
Oh, you went with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, but we were so stoked. We're like, oh, we're going to try.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
We're gonna get a and he was like, it was his first longboard, custom shape.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Like, he was all excited about it. I was excited for him, but it was like definitely like really exciting getting a board from you because you were like had a great name in the industry and your boards were beautiful. So it was like
Oh,
super stoked to
thanks.
come pick it up from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's in the same shop.
No, that was at Golden State. So maybe
Oh.
I've been at my shop 5 years, coming on 6 like this
Okay.
spring.
Yeah.
But so that board right there, that was at Golden State. I remember shaping that board, and I remember shaping yours.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
At the time, that was
Yeah.
at Golden State.
Dope.
But yeah, they're still in the same area. They like moved a warehouse across the street.
That's dope.
A little bit bigger zone. But
That's dope.
Do you know the guy that you shaped this for?
yeah, yeah.
I wonder why he sold it.
I don't know.
So far, I feel like
so fun.
It's like my dream stick.
yeah.
so far I feel like you like just based off of the boards that you just listed and you say you know them. I feel like you remember every single board you've
Oh,
done.
for sure.
Damn.
That's
That's
awesome.
so
Should be an
wild.
accountant, dude. You
Yeah.
got that shit on lock.
Yeah.
bro.
No, I just like think it's special.
Yeah, it
But,
is.
yeah, I remember shaping your board and feeling at the time like this is the best board I've ever shaped.
Oh,
like,
fuck
this,
yeah.
does
Damn.
right.
That's awesome.
Or maybe I
Damn.
hadn't shaped too many of that style at
Yeah.
the time, you know. I'm still new,
Yeah.
I think. So but yeah, I specifically remember shaping that board and being really psyched
Fuck
on
yeah.
it. Shaping this board, and I shaped a couple the same style right around this board, like shaped one for myself, I think, for Colby, and I shaped one for Chippa at the time too.
Sick.
I was
That must have been
really
nuts.
psyched on that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've only done a few of those really.
Yeah.
Isn't there
Hell
like
yeah.
a whole thing
1 of 3.
against the
I was
like,
gonna
Campbell
say that.
Brothers Bonzer thing? Like,
Yeah.
do you make a Bonzer still, or is there like a
Oh yeah.
yeah?
I mean, I don't think I would ever have like a model or something like that, but I still make them.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I don't like-
custom.
Yeah, or just like for fun.
Yeah.
But they're so cool. I remember emailing them, asking them like where to put the fins,
Oh, really?
and they were so beyond helpful. And
Yeah.
just like peace,
That's cool.
love, and like stoked.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's
My-
what I would imagine in my head.
So my dad was a professional surfer back in like the 80s, I think, 70s maybe.
Is there
I don't
old
know.
footage, by the way? I've never asked of your dad. I would love
know.
to see
Yeah, that's
him
a
when he's
great
young.
question.
He's got all
Got
the
that Tom
photographs.
Selleck look, you know what I mean?
Yeah. He's got
Classic.
photographs, but he was friends with the Campbell brothers, and he didn't know that there was this whole new Bonzer phase going on. And I told him like, oh yeah, there's this like Bonzer thing. He's like, what do you mean Bonzer? And I was like, well, it's the Campbell brothers. He's like, Campbell brothers? Are you kidding me? Those guys, like, they're making a surgeons? Like, those guys, there's no way. And I was like, yeah, that's literally massive right now. I mean, this is like a few years ago when like everyone wanted a Bonzer. And he was just tripping out about that because he's like, those guys are the nicest people ever. And I was like, that's
Oh, he's
sick.
just tripped
Yeah.
that they were like big pop.
Yeah, like
cultures?
all of a sudden, people like really wanted like Bonzer
Damn.
and Campbell. Like he was like, it was just like an idea that they had, or I don't really.
Oh, that's
remember.
cool.
Is it
Yeah.
still 2 brothers? Is it like Don Campbell?
It's
I don't really know, to be honest with you.
I don't know.
Like it,
but
or is that
We
just
can look
the
him up.
name?
Let's get a
I think-
face to
I
the.
think
Let's get a
they
face
live
to the
in
name. The
Hawaii.
Campbell Brothers
They live in
Surfboards.
Hawaii now or something.
I want to say
I wanna
one
see
of
their
them is
faces.
Don Campbell.
That sounds like a fucking.
it's Malcolm, and I'm spacing on the other one.
Oh gosh, that is not.
Wow, that's a band too. That's sick.
That's a cool band.
And they got a soup.
Jazz.
Maybe
Yes.
type in.
Sacred
Yeah,
Steel
Surfboard
Gospel
after.
Group. What's Steel Gospel?
That sounds fucking awesome. We gotta listen to that after. By the way, shout out Campbell Brothers Band. If you're still alive.
But yeah, they
Steel
just like stuck
jazz.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, there's something to that, right? It's like their own niche, right?
Yeah.
And they really just stayed true to it. And they have like the eggy ones,
Yeah, they just have
the
like
mid-length
full range.
ones. I mean, Thaler, like I worked there forever, right? And they always, that was Nick's thing. Like he always tried to have Bonzers in stock there.
Yeah.
And they always sold no matter what.
Yeah, they're just cool, and like
And they're fun.
they like pioneered that and just stuck with it.
I had a
Yeah.
fucking
Are,
egg.
are you born and raised in Costa Mesa?
Sacramento. And
Oh,
then,
sick.
Like moved to Huntington, Costa Mesa area when I was like 8 or 10.
Damn.
Or like I would say 8 years old or something like that.
Started just surfing and skating.
Yeah, I started skating first. I think I was obsessed with surfing, but yeah, just being like any kid, you just jump out front and skate
Oh,
with
yeah.
your friends in the neighborhood, and but was like totally obsessed with surfing. But I think my mom thought it was dangerous or whatever. Like she didn't surf, didn't have anybody to take me surfing. So
Yeah,
it's
you have
just,
to
like,
you have to drive there. You can't
Yeah,
just go
totally.
skate your curb.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that happened a few years later, going surfing and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I just watched a ton of surf movies and just was like, I want to surf. I was like obsessed with surfing, and I think the first surf movie I saw was Point Break. Like, it was
Classic.
so sick. But
Yeah.
then, like,
you watched
real
the new
sur-
one too?
I don't think I no. I
So
can't
gnarly.
ruin like the original.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
It's definitely different.
Yeah, but that was like my introduction to surfing. I think was like, this is
Damn.
sick.
You're like, I'm either gonna rob a bank,
Yeah.
or I'm
Jump
gonna
out of a
surf.
helicopter.
Yeah. And then watch like Endless Summer, and that was like watch that on repeat. Endless Summer 2 though.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah, that's a classic.
Endless Summer 1 yet. That was later. But Endless Summer 2,
That's a classic.
Damn.
best
So,
movie ever. And
yeah.
then I think my aunt gave me like What's Really Going On, that Lost video.
Yeah.
And that was like
Cemented
super
in there. You're like,
yeah.
I'm done. I'm in.
Yeah. But then
Yeah.
just kept watching it and skating until
When did you go from surfing to shaping then? Like, I guess you got your place for 6 years, but did you like kind of start shaping your own boards first?
it was like the last thing I ever wanted to do was be a shaper. I always would watch everyone shape my boards, but I've said it a million times, like, oh, that's the worst job. That looks,
Just
that
too gnarly.
sucks. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't understand what was going on. I didn't understand what they were doing. It looked super dusty. Just didn't get why anybody would want to do that. And then it was just like raining for a month straight. And usually I'm surfing or skating or was like working on motorcycles and stuff, and my friend had a shaping room on the side of his house and just did it out of like interest, like, yeah, let's do that. And it came out so bad. It was the worst board. Like no one was like guiding me or giving me direction. It was so bad, but I still like was really interested in it and just like, this is cool.
Yeah.
And I think from there wanted to prove to myself that I can make a better board. Like I was so just like, this thing sucks, but it worked really good.
Yeah.
So I was stoked, and then just went from there, I guess. And each time just like, I have to make a better board. Or like challenging myself.
I always wonder too, like how many boards does it take to shape until you actually get to the center of the lot? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
not the center of the lot. No, how many boards does it take to shape till you actually know what you're doing and you could make improvements?
10,000 hours, bro.
Actually knowing it.
Yeah, 10,000 hours for sure.
Crazy.
Precisely.
Like, is that just you never get to the point where you
never
know exactly what you're doing?
No, I mean I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, like to a T.
Not to a T. I'm still figuring it out.
Yeah.
But I know what I'm doing. I think like maybe around board 12 or 20, I had somewhat of a regimented, like, okay, I have these steps, but thought I knew I was doing. Get to board like 200, like you're constantly picking up new stuff and relearning things, and I don't know, figuring new things out. So I think that's what's cool about it, is like, or at least my new perspective on it is like, you can't master it. That's what I think now.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just like enjoying the practice of doing it, or trying to master it, enjoying trying to master it. But like, I've come to the reality now where I'm like, I'm trying my hardest to like make it perfect, but I don't think I ever will.
Mm-hmm. And they're all hand shaped, so they're like, no two boards are truly going to be the same.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't think so. It's really
crazy.
hard to do that. You can. I don't know.
That's the cool part about it, though, is they're all unique, and like, you can't make a perfect surfboard multiple times. No. But it's just trying new things.
Yeah. There's so many different like variables and stuff like that, like even just like the foam or whatever. But yeah, I think it's just like trying to figure it out is what's so cool about it.
Where'd you get because I feel like you have your own specific artistic style, right? When it comes to either coloring, even your logo, I feel like ties into the endless summer energy, that like early surf is what it at least makes me feel. Like where was your like shaping or design inspiration come from?
I mean, there's a lot of that. I've always been inspired like by 60s, 70s surfing stuff, like endless summer.
Oh, there you go. Got the whole website up.
Fuck yeah. There you go. Put on blast, baby.
Yeah. I don't know. My logo reminds me of like the Wind and Sea logo.
Yeah, it totally does.
But I don't know.
It's awesome. Yeah, I mean, there's just not a lot of shapers, I feel like, that have your aesthetic, for lack of a better term. You know what I mean? Everyone has their own look, but yours is just kind of classic.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Very clean cut.
It's very clean. I mean, that's what kind of drew me into it. Even at Thalia, when we had boards there, I was like, fuck, these are sick. Obviously, Tyler's got good boards. Like, there's a lot of good shapers now, I would say, but you definitely have your own look, which is dope.
That was a sick little like Burger King logo right there. Did you see that?
Oh,
what is
that
that from?
The door. Yeah, that was a Burger King
That's
sticker.
Sick. I don't know why.
Of my shop.
It stood out to me.
I don't know. I've just been always inspired by kind of classic.
Yeah.
Not even surfing stuff necessarily, just
everything around that. Yeah, you said motorcycles,
just like
all that shit. You surf for Brixton too, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like that kind of ties into that same sort of style too.
Yeah.
Do you still surf for them, or?
No. I did for it was probably close to like 10 years.
Yeah.
That's how I met Skip originally, and yeah, that was like the best time ever. That was sick.
Yeah.
Those guys are awesome.
Did he introduce you to his cousin?
I was just gonna ask that.
Yeah, kind of.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Skip.
We were
Shout
at
out
like
to
a
Skip.
Brixton pool party for I don't know, one of their like it was like spring, summer or something videos.
Yeah.
And it was a crazy fake pool party, but like
fake pool party?
Yeah,
like there was no
it was
pool.
Being filmed. It was like being
I was like, there was no pool.
It was like we were fake partying, but it was I'm not much of a partier, but it was like.
Oh, it was a shoot.
Yeah, it was like one of the.
Oh fuck, that sounds kind of weird.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we met there.
Fuck.
Skip was there. It was like everyone who surfed for Brixton or skaters and stuff too. And then like, I think, just the way it was like so loose back then. It'd just be like, bring your friends, like, all the model girls like, bring any hot friends you have and stuff like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. Fuck
Skip's cousin.
That's hilarious.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was super fun.
So 10 years with Brixton, and then why did it stop?
I don't know. Things just started to change. I don't know. Things brands grow.
Yeah.
You know.
Was it like a mutual thing, or you just like?
Yeah, really I love those guys. You know, they're awesome, and I had like another offer, and I think things were changing there, and they were like, you should do it for sure. We don't know what's going on here at the moment, so take that.
That's
you
cool.
know? And we're like still in contact, and
nice.
Hell yeah.
Maybe something will happen in the future. Like, those guys are rad.
So what's like your current sponsor list, if you have?
Me, I'm just a soul surfer.
Nice.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Or just a soul being, I guess. Like,
so
not like, just.
That's awesome.
With that, what's your like day-to-day schedule look like? Like, what's your work schedule?
I try to wake up early, but I'm always pretty tired. I have a 2-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty crazy, so try to like get him ready.
Yeah.
You know, let my wife get ready. Go surf around like 8:30. If it's good, surf for a couple hours. Get into my shop around like 11. If the waves are good.
Right.
Shape for a couple hours, eat food, shape till like 5 or 6. Go home and do it again.
Yeah.
If the waves are exceptionally good, go surf before dark or something.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But if the waves aren't good, I like going into work and shaping, so I'll go in at like 9 o'clock and shape till 5 or 6 or something.
So is that like Monday through Friday, or whenever you want to, kind of thing?
Monday through Friday, I'd say. Like my wife works too, so the weekends I'll try to just be home hanging with them and doing dad stuff, like taking them to ride his like balance bike and do whatever. So
okay, so full-time shaper. Every day.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Are you completely on your own schedule, or is there anyone else like in there with you, or you just show up whenever?
Yeah, I just show up whenever.
Chill.
I'm pretty like, I don't know, I like doing it. I like getting in there. I feel like I do better with the schedule and stuff, so I'm stoked to go do it.
That's cool.
Know?
Do you keep up with, because I feel like there's a lot of shapers in Costa Mesa, I could be wrong. Do you guys all like kind of meet up? Do you have like a fucking like council? You're like, okay, we're sponsors are coming out. You know what I mean? Like, do you guys all like chat and like keep up with each other and stuff like that?
I try to. I think that's what I think is cool about shaping is like, I found everyone's pretty cool and like open and wants to help people. I think from an outsider, before I was shaping, the like stereotype was very secretive.
Like competitive.
Yeah, totally. And that
Secret
is
recipe.
it for some people, but I found with like a lot of people my age or some older guys and stuff, like everyone's so cool with sharing and
Totally.
Yeah, like wanting to help out or whatever. I think that's a better approach than being like protective and grouchy and stuff like that.
I think in general, just like across all industries, like
for sure.
Don't be weird about it, you know.
Are there any current like shapers or new or old that are inspiring you right now? You can shout out or
Rich Pavel. He's I guess he like I've never really had a true like mentor like so many shapers or people have, but
he's your guy?
Yeah, he's
that's
my
Rich?
guy, Rich.
You call him Dick?
Toby.
Toby?
Yeah, I think
the fuck?
Toby.
His real name's Toby?
I believe so, yeah.
What? There's so many people that we meet that are like, they have like 2 names. Because there's always like was it Jim and James? Was like the classic.
Yeah, Jim James.
But then some people like our CFO, right? His name's Hayden, but his real name's Jack.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Toby.
Toby?
Wait, so
Toby's a dope name, bro. Run with it.
Rich
Pavel.
He's is he a San Diego guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Danny follows him.
Yeah.
Okay, Danny.
He was originally like under what name? Like
he's had like a bunch of different lambs. Like you could see.
It says Rusty on his shirt, isn't it?
Is Choice on it?
Or is that my eyes are fucked? Oh,
Surfy.
Surfy. Wow.
Surfy
my
surf.
God.
Choice, Green Room.
Green Room was my first surfboard ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's sick.
insane. Do you
Fuck
still
yeah.
have that?
I do. My mom actually asked me if I wanted to throw it out, and I was
Throw
like,
it out?
well, because it's sitting in my garage and it's too small for me, and it's like it's a beautiful board, but like it's sitting in my garage. That's why
Should
she
like
wanted
put
to
that up
throw
on
it
a
out.
wall or something as like a fucking heirloom.
I know,
for
but
your
it's
kid or
all
something.
oranged out or whatever you want to
Yeah,
call
yeah.
it. Like sun
Aged.
Yeah,
Yeah,
aged.
yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
still sick, and I
Patina,
was like, no, that's my first board. I want to keep it. And she literally asked me last week, so that's cool.
Wow.
No, you got to check it out. So
Yeah.
Green Room was a surf shop. I don't even know. Like I could be botching this completely, but I think that was like a surf shop.
Was that the one like in Westminster kind of area?
So I remember
Oh,
one in, like,
the
Newport,
Green Room.
too.
Yeah, you're right.
No, the Green Room. Yeah, I don't
That's
think it's
different.
the same thing. Yeah,
I think-
but I think it was like a surf shop, or maybe it was like some type of like board building guild type of thing or whatever. That there's a bunch of different dudes, but he shaped under that.
Interesting.
So can you click on that second photo? The logo on top is
Yeah.
that. It just reminds me of my childhood.
Damn,
That's
look
the
how
Green Room right
pixelated
there?
that is.
Yeah, sorry, that's too
Is
close.
that a tree? Like, I can't
Yeah,
even
it's
tell
a
from
tree.
it.
Oh
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
This post is from 369 weeks ago.
Yeah, he doesn't post on his Instagram. I'm surprised he
2016.
even.
Badass.
I don't even
Fuck yeah,
follow.
Rich.
Most
but
recent one,
yeah,
2017.
he did.
Nice.
Spent a
If
minute.
you've
Say Danny follows him.
heard
Yeah.
of the board, the speed dialer, that was his.
Damn.
Like, that's like his most iconic
Nice.
model, the speed dialer.
That's sick.
I don't even
How
know.
do you
Looks
come up
like he
with a
sells at
fucking
Mitch's.
name? That's got to be so
Yeah,
hard to come up
Mitch's
with a
surf
name of one of your like tour models.
That's one of the sickest names ever.
That is one of the sickest names. But
Yeah.
like, it's like weed strains. Like, who the fuck is sitting there that's like clever enough? Like, hey,
He's got a lot of crazy.
The
names.
platypus.
Yeah.
that's sick. Oh, it's like fucking morning. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
rainbow.
rainbow.
Oh, did he shaped for rainbow?
See, I don't know.
I
I
feel
have no
like
clue. Mine says
don't know.
choice on it.
Toby.
Yeah.
Toby.
Choice is iconic for sure.
Yeah.
but I don't even know if is that him or is that like a brand? Like
So I think he just had like different tiers from
oh sick.
what I've heard of like boards.
That's
you
So
awesome.
how'd you
Okay.
link up with this guy?
know. He's my friend Bennett Schlesinger, his uncle,
Okay, gotcha.
and surfing with Bennett when I was younger. I just remember he always had Pavels, and I was like, whoa, that's sick. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in, Newport, Costa Mesa, you see everyone riding the same type of boards or whatever, and he had these really cool boards. I've known him for a long time, and then when I started shaping, I'd always be bugging him, like, dude, you got to bring your uncle by my shop, and like,
Yeah.
I'll have a blank, like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just have it set up. Let's just shape a board. And
Fuck yeah. Finally, he did.
it took years, probably close to like 5 years or whatever, but now, so Rich is married now, I'm not going to.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to
private.
dox his ass.
Yeah. Lives somewhat near my
Yeah.
zone, and
Yeah.
will come just like
You just roll up.
he just rolls up.
Yeah, that's dope.
Sick.
Doesn't have a phone.
Shout
Doesn't
out
have a phone.
shout out Jimmy and Jake LeBeau.
Okay.
because We've gone on a bunch of trips with them, and I remember one trip, or maybe I don't even know if it was just like hanging out at the beach or something, but Jimmy is like, dude, Jake's got this sick new Pavel, and I was like, I don't know what that is, but and he brings it down to the beach, and it's just like this like single fin, like 7 foot.
Yeah.
Like,
Is that the
Rhino
one he brought
chaser.
down to Mexico that
I
one
think
time?
that's what it is.
That
Like,
was
this
sick.
sick Pavel, freaking, I love it so much, and it was like gold to him. So
Dude, they're magic.
yeah,
Yeah. That's
Um,
dope.
Yeah. No phone. Just shows up at my shop.
sick.
Either like watches me shape, wants to shape a board together, whatever. He's awesome. But
Nice.
yeah, I feel like I've learned more the last year than I have the last 10 years of shaping just because of
Damn.
him. Like, I never really had a mentor. Like, I've watched a lot of people shaped with Dano.
Sick.
He was at my shop for a while. That was really rad.
Yeah.
But we kind of have different views and approaches and stuff like that. And like a little, I don't know, maybe it was like just because we were working so close, like didn't want to step on each other's toes or whatever, but just stayed in our own lanes. And I've never like collabed with someone shaping really until Rich. And yeah, I've just learned so much. And I think that's, yeah, helped. Like showed me so many little things. Like I already knew how to like use my tools and was just set in my own way for so long. And then, yeah, he just came in and showed me all these little things and like It's helped me out so much, and yeah, it's been really cool.
That's wild.
How many boards would you say go to like surf shops versus just people custom ordering?
I make a lot of boards for Japan, so that's like
Gotcha.
Like mostly what's going on. Surf shops around here, like it's been slower the last year or since after COVID. It's been a lot slower. It was really busy. A lot of boards were going to shops during that time, but right now it's like customs for people around here, and then Japan.
Have you been to Japan yet?
Yeah, a bunch of times.
I want to go. We all want to go.
That's probably like top 2 places for me to want to go.
Yeah. Do you guys like sell to?
Yeah, we have like 18 or so shops out there.
Who's like your best account over there?
I mean, they're all pretty small, I would say. I think the one I was really excited, I forgot his name. I think he passed actually, but the California General Store.
Okay.
I think I was really excited to get into that one just from working at Thalia.
Yeah.
Because we'd have Japanese buyers come in all the time and just buy like stacks of everything, buy a bunch of boards.
Yeah.
And then just go home with it. And I was like, who the fuck are these ballers, bro? They'd come in and be like, I'm going to take those 3 boards, that whole wall, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
so
you want a bag with that?
Yeah.
I think Maine's is one of the shops that like really hypes us too.
Yeah.
And there have been like little accounts created on social media. It's like so Seager, and it's just like some dudes from the surf shop only wearing Seager.
Dude, that's awesome.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
They seem like the dopest surf community of all time.
And what is it? TCG Patagonia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sayo.
Yeah, you got to go out and hang with those guys. I'm sure they'll be stoked to.
How many times have you done that?
Probably 5 times.
Damn.
Yeah, it's so cool. The shop I sell to out there is Seakong. They have like 4 stores. And before I started selling boards to them, when I was younger, I surfed for Dano. And they brought me out there when I was like 18.
Damn.
They just gave us like the full tour. So I already knew them from that. And then when I started shaping, was like still in contact with them. Just stayed in contact with him, and I think as soon as I started shaping, he was just like, I want to get your boards. I'm like,
fuck,
all right,
so
cool.
sick.
Like,
damn.
So that helped me out a lot too, because I had boards to make and like practice on.
Yeah.
The same Rocky Mountain water, the same brewing tradition that started in 1873 in Golden, Colorado. Because when you're a favorite beer of rock stars, smugglers, cowboys, and presidents, you don't compromise. That's our legacy. What do you want to go down in history for? Coors Banquet. Start your legacy.
Yeah, I feel like everything about Japan, like the culture, the food, the waves, the people, like there's so many reasons why I want to go there.
Pretty sold.
Yeah, everything they're into, they're like 100% into. There's no like half-assing it. It's like they're into motorcycles, like
they're going for it.
Yeah, they're going for it. Like surfing, skateboarding, like it's their full religion, as cheesy as that sounds.
Yeah.
But like it's pretty cool.
Fuck. One day.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Damn, that sounds fucking sick. So how often do you go on, I mean, now that you're just shaping full time, do you still like go on surf trips? I know that you're probably used to like going on a mission for a shoot or something, but do you still try and like sneak those in?
Oh, I mean, it's been like a year so far. But I'm gonna do like a shaping trip in France. So I think that's like kind of my new,
like, just fly out, shape, surf, shape.
I guess, yeah.
Sounds epic.
I've already done that before in France, like gone over and shaped for like 2 weeks and just do a bunch of boards.
Do you like trade with somebody over there? Or?
No, it's just like working out of a shop over there. Like I've done it for this shop UWL, and they're just like a glass shop over there.
Sick.
Do super good work, and they have kind of like a residency shaper come.
Oh, that's cool.
And so a bunch of different shapers. They're actually in La Rochelle, which is I don't even
I've
know.
been there actually.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Man, I want to just get a visual.
La Rochelle.
I'm dying to get out there. I know Mattson's a big fan of
Sounds like
French
a
surf
dream.
culture.
You should go out there,
I do love it.
shape for a few weeks.
Yeah, shape and like.
Great spelling, Dylan. I think you nailed it. Yes, you did, Dylan. You French?
A little bit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Let's get some
like
visuals up in here.
Looks like an old pirate town, like the downtown part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
So you said you've been there, Manny?
Yeah, I drove through it on my way back up from Biarritz.
So where's Biarritz here? Let's get a little map. There's Bordeaux.
Like Bordeaux. So Bordeaux is a little bit to the
I think it's like a 6-hour drive, right?
Yeah, so I was trying to go from Biarritz to La Rochelle to. There was a big swell coming in up in the north side, and we were gonna try and surf, but
where is Biarritz?
We had a flight out of Paris, so we did like the La Rochelle to Paris thing. We were driving the whole time.
Yeah,
it was really cool, but we ended up waking up, and it was like, you know how tide dependent it is out there.
Yeah,
it was like full on. Like it was supposed to be massive that evening, but we had to be at the airport that evening. So
yeah, the tide swings are crazy.
Yeah,
like insane.
Yeah, it's like flat, and then all of a sudden it's big.
Yeah.
Damn, did crepe too.
It's really cool. So I've gone in shape there, and then you just work all day, and then the guy who owns the shop gives you like a car. I didn't know this.
Gives you a car? Comes with it?
Sick. Well, it's just like this old, either the van or this little tiny station wagon. Yeah, basically, and like
they love little cars over there. I don't know what the fuck.
They need little cars over there.
Well, fuck, guys, figure it out.
There's like some alleys that are like as wide as this table right
Build them bigger.
Especially there.
We did it.
Like scraping mirrors.
That's good.
But yeah, I didn't really know this, but he was just like, yeah, I'll meet you at the shop in the morning. And I was like, what? And it's from his house was like a maybe 20-minute drive or whatever. But yeah, wake up, go get a croissant and like an espresso, and then just shape all day. They make lunch for you. Everyone sits down for like a whole hour at lunch, and they make lunch there.
Sounds incredible.
Yeah, it sounds incredible.
It's really cool.
I'll go in and just watch, surf.
Yeah, we're coming.
I'm
gonna eat a croissant.
Yeah, so I mean that's like the next trip I have planned.
Are you competing in surfing at all?
No, I haven't done that in a while. I did like, I guess the last things I was doing was the duct tapes.
Yeah,
those are super fun.
Yeah, they seem cool.
Call those like competing necessarily. I mean, it is.
Yeah,
and people are competitive and stuff, but like, it's just super fun.
Yeah,
those are really cool.
What's the prize in those things? Out of curiosity.
I think there's money.
Yeah,
I never got. I got money for shared waves. You can like burn your friends in the heat, so that's cool.
That's
and
sick.
Like, you get best for it. Yeah, for best shared wave.
Oh,
that's cool.
That's cool.
What are the rules of duct tape again? It has to be like a certain age of a board or something?
No, it was just like traditional single fin longboard, no leash plug or
gotcha.
No leash plug.
Yeah,
I think there was more rules, but it kind of got
simpler and simpler.
Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, everyone's just riding like traditional longboards.
Did you do the France one?
Yeah, I did. That was the first time I went to France, was in Biarritz.
Yeah,
that was super fun. Those are always just like parties. Everyone's just partying.
Really?
Like,
did they stop doing those comps?
No, I think they still do.
Yeah. I feel like I haven't seen it this year or in the past year.
Yeah, they still do them. It's just always at like different locations. Probably I don't know what the last one was. Maybe like U.S. Open, or actually no, the U.S. Open wasn't. Yeah, no clue.
I know like 2 years ago, they were trying to do a little bit more of a push into like longboarding in general and the duct tape, and I'm not sure what happened with that. It kind of seems like they tried it and then they stopped.
I don't know. I just don't think longboarding.
I think it works in that format.
Yeah, so that's why the duct tape was cool. It's just like showcasing what like real longboard surfing is.
Yeah.
Or at least to us or those people, you know, like who's to say what real longboarding is, or like it could be 2+1, you know, helicopters and like trying to do airs to some people. Just like whatever's fun. But I think showcasing like traditional longboarding and having a platform for that style of surfing. Yeah. You know?
I feel that. I mean, I think there's, what is it? I forgot that. It's a Japanese one too, I think. That app. What's that fucking app? It's on like an Apple TV, and you know what I'm talking about, that surfing one they just play Nobody Surf.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that guy's cool too, but I feel like there is a bigger, and obviously Instagram being the biggest of awareness for it, but I feel like there is definitely a growing market for like, I guess, alternative surf.
I think that's like the bigger market these days. Like,
you think alternative?
I mean,
it's more lifestyle based.
I just remember seeing like when Joel was kind of fighting with the WSL or something. I don't know what he was doing. Love you, Joel. But he was making the point of that the market is bigger for longboards and like more fun board stuff.
Oh, that's probably the majority of people who surf. Yeah, that's my guess.
Yeah, and like the people that watch it on YouTube and stuff, like you're gonna watch like more of like a stylistic guy more so than like, I don't know.
I think it's more attainable too.
Yeah,
you know,
you're right on everything you're saying. I think to add on to that, he was also saying like all of the top brands, which are obviously now all bought by AVG, whatever, are all using like alternative surfing for their major ads. Like nobody's like, they're using like girls with their longboards. They're not using the shortboarding anymore. And that's the point he was trying to make, is like that's what's being used in commercial surfing nowadays.
Yeah. I think it's just more like, approachable, like you were saying. I think for some people looking at like competitive surfing or the regular shortboarding or whatever, it's super exciting, but you're like, don't have the access to that wave, or, you know, so it's like your surfing already goes a certain direction of like, well, I have this wave and like that board's not going to work here. I don't know. At the end of the day, you're just trying to have fun and like jump in the water and feel good. So I think, what would we call that style of surfing? Like
alternative, I guess.
Alternative. I don't even call it
pretty
that. It's
broad,
just surfing, but like just that style or those boards for most people are going to be more fun, I guess. Like, or
I think it's definitely
more appealing. Yeah. And
you can get, there's more style behind it too, because the performance side is like kind of like an athletic thing in a sense, which is cool and like fun to watch, like you said. And you can charge big waves and everything, but I think when you get down like the alternative route, you can start to do some more like freestyle, like kind of get the artsy side to it and stuff like that, which is appealing to a lot of a different demographic, because you don't even have to surf to like that. You can, you know, watch a video of a guy like drinking wine and
straight up
some smooth jazz.
I think there's just so much behind that too, like the style of boards and like just the culture.
It gets more art. I mean, performance sports too are like machined, right? I feel like from inception all the way through, it's like you smash through board. It has nothing to do with the board, I feel like, or not as much to do with the board. You know what I mean? It's more the athletic feat than it's more the surfer than like the full
I think
history and heritage and shit.
I mean, there are insane performance hand shaper dudes like Timmy Patterson. That guy's the best shaper.
Yeah, totally.
Like, he can bust one of those out in 40 minutes or less or something. Like, he's so good. But yeah, for the most part, because those dudes are getting so many boards. A lot of them, they're mostly cut and scrubbed and stuff like that. So I guess there's less feeling behind it. Kind of. I don't know. You're not.
And they get sticker slapped like a motherfucker too, so they're just all covered too.
There's like not as much of a connection, or like with my boards, the way I like to think about it is like every step of it kind of is like somewhat of an art form, from like shaping to lambing the board. All like, it's all so hard, and it's all, even if they are off the machine, it's still handmade, like in the glass shop. Like all the stuff that they're doing, it's so like do it yourself. And so the way that I look at it now is like just been looking at it is like an art piece, and like I want this thing to be appreciated, whether it's surfed every single day and it's like that person's best board, or like I work all the time, I don't get to surf it, it's in, you know, my room, and I just, when I do get to bring it out, I love it and it's lasting forever. Or like this board sits in my quiver and there's a time and place for it, but it's like appreciated. And so I don't know, that's just how I look at making surfboards and doing less and not pumping them out off the machine to bring it back to them.
You could charge a little bit more too. It's more of a special piece. You know?
Yeah, totally. I just want it to be more special and stuff like that. So
what's your take then as a whole within surf? I'm curious, with like Case was saying with the ABG takeover, I guess like the surf industry, I mean, we're a new brand and we're young, but you know, from when we're really young to now, I feel like the surf industry has kind of changed for better or for worse too. And I'm curious what your like thoughts are from your perspective, like where it's headed, or like, you know, I'm just curious what your thoughts are. I mean,
I don't know.
It's all over with like wave pools and
I'm biased. I'm like the wrong person to ask on that. All that, like, it's it's changing so much on like what I guess like brands expect from. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like anybody's like genuinely authentic anymore with like what they're doing. It's just like needs to be a certain thing. I personally like just small, you're passionate about what you're doing.
Yeah.
And like you stick to it.
Yeah.
But it seems hard to do because like you make more 1 year. You need to like
You need to keep growing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, I rather like support what I'm really passionate about,
Yeah.
or like the people, like the brand I believe in, or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep on whacking the.
No, that's cool.
around and
I'm the
stuff.
king. of
Passion, right?
Fucking with
Yeah.
this thing. Yeah, I feel that. It definitely. It seems like an interesting world, and I mean we're in the surf industry, but we're also kind of in our own little lane, you know. So we're insulated in a way from it, you know. But just interesting, you know. Even just living down here and being
Yeah.
around it, like
You guys are right in it, like.
yeah. It's weird. I mean, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of surf. That's what I love about the surf industry is there's always something new. You know, there's always a new brand that comes out, but I feel like for a while now it's just kind of like the same thing, or new brands that are from the same people,
Yeah.
and everyone kind of knows, and
For
then you're
sure.
like, okay,
Yeah.
you know, like
It's
I
the
don't
only
know.
new stuff you see nowadays is just like the guys that already did it 30 years ago. Like,
Yeah, we're doing it again.
Yeah,
It's like
well, it's
great.
not going to turn into the exact same
I
thing.
know,
Yeah.
I know, but I get it's because it's such a youthful. I feel like even at, like whatever age you are, I feel like it's such a youthful industry. You know, it's always like, what are the kids doing?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, you have to be pretty psycho to start a brand. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. You have to start it and then really stick to it for it to be like
Yeah.
something. And that's what we did. We stuck to it, even though we were like living out of our garage and doing all that stuff. You know, like. And I'm not trying to like float our own boats.
Oh my god, that was the most Freudian slip I've ever heard in my life. Float my own butt.
I would like to
Damn.
float my own boat. That sounds kind of nice. I don't know. So
That does sound good. I'm curious what that is, but it does sound nice.
float my own butt.
Yeah.
Anyways,
No, I think that's cool though.
Yeah.
Just like you guys are doing your own thing. It feels like when I was surfing for Brixton, it wasn't like this surf brand or the skate brand. It was just this cool lifestyle brand.
Yeah.
That had cool people involved, like music. It wasn't. I don't want to like talk poorly about any other brand or
Yeah,
what
yeah.
they're doing, but it just felt like rad. They're
Yeah.
just doing what you're doing. You know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like there's a lot of that going on.
Today.
I guess to
Yeah.
answer your question or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm really psyched on a lot of the smaller brands, people like just doing what they want to do, or
Yeah.
you know.
It's cool.
I have a question. Just like when you're surfing for Brixton, like what was the structure like? Was it like, oh, you'll go on 2 trips a year? Was it just random?
It was random. It was
Okay.
sick. That's what I was rad about it. And I
Yeah.
think that was my introduction and only like I don't know, experience with that stuff. Going into the next brand that I surfed for after, it was like I failed completely because like I was just so used to doing what I was doing with them, and it
Yeah.
was just sick, you know, like
Yeah.
just be you, and that was it. And we would go on surf trips, go like just do videos. It just seemed easier at the time with like
It was just more natural. It wasn't forced.
super natural.
Yeah.
There I don't think there was like any structure. We did go on surf trips, couple a year, you know, and like made a video, and it was just super fun. Like
I think that is like the difference, like you were talking about with the other brands. Like people have to pay a lot of money and force it, or
Yeah.
people are just being themselves. being
Yeah.
It's
natural.
crazy that the bigger you get,
You can't. You have to be one or the other.
Yeah.
You know.
But I feel like there's got to be a way to like grow as a company and still hold on to that. Like, what is the decision where
Okay, there
they're
is.
like, okay, fuck it, force it. Like, when does that happen?
I think like
You know what
I mean
Like,
I think
we
like
have too much money, force it.
Ruka and Vans still do it. Like they get the right people.
True.
And they still, which you were served for Vans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think they still have like the right people and the right story in a way.
Mm-mm.
But they're still just massive, like $1 billion brands.
Yeah.
Whereas like a lot of other brands, it's just like, how much money can we throw at this? And let's make this happen. Whereas like we basically go the opposite route. It's like,
Yeah.
what can we do with the least amount of money?
I mean, what was
Where
that
it's just
one
what we're
movie?
already doing.
Yeah.
What was that one movie that Quicksilver won?
Young Guns.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? Talk about mega budget and still fucking all time.
Yeah, that's
You
but
know
yeah.
what I mean?
You could
That was
always make
fucking-
a superstar movie with $1 billion. Like
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get more of that. Come on, guys. Let's get another fucking Young Guns, bro. That was sick.
that would be
The
sick.
cool thing about our surf team, I think, is just like our surf team is just our friends.
Yeah.
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 So far, I mean,
Skid.
Finn we just met.
But we
He's
met
not
him
a friend.
first, and like
He's not a friend.
He's now a friend, but everyone
I'm
was.
just kidding.
I'm saying from the get go.
Yeah.
Because we didn't really have money to pay anyone, and so all of our surfers are just like homies. They're
Yeah.
just like our good local surfers, and they're all insanely good surfers. They just like scored last week, but we haven't really gone past that. We
Yeah.
haven't decided to throw money at a guy.
True. You get a surfer that's like expecting it to be
Yeah.
like, give me money, I will do this.
Yeah.
It's
I
more
think that's dodging the
transactional.
bullet because it's less transactional, yeah.
Mhm.
And you get people that you know are cool, and it just seems so weird to like not meet somebody and not really know who they are, you know? And
Never
then
meet them, just pay
they're-
them.
yeah, it's like, oh, should we
Yeah.
be friends first? Like, should
Yeah.
we get to
Right.
know each other? You know?
Yeah.
It's a good call.
Like, it's like less of an interview and more of like, are we gonna like live this life together, or are we just gonna
we should do a
this
large
one-time transaction?
annual faked pool party. Invite a bunch of surfers. Like do like a mixer.
You'll meet your wife there.
Yeah, you'll meet your future wife, Jace.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
You'll meet your future
just got
wife.
married.
I am
He just got
married.
married, but hey, you know.
That's cool.
I'm just kidding. My wife used to work at it used to be the St. Regis. I think it's the Waldorf now. Like 5-star hotel in fucking like Dana,
All right.
right there, right? And she said one of the guests, there was her friend was working in like the men's, like he was cleaning like the men's locker room or whatever. And she said she heard on the walkie-talkie, like, we got a waffle stomp. She was like, what the fuck is this? And that's how I found out. She told me, I guess, yeah, some guy like shat in there and tried to fucking push it down the fucking drain because he was like, what do I do? What do I do? And just
That
try to
is
stomp that
That
bitch
is
down,
crazy.
bro. She said another guy threw a juice at a wall because he didn't get like the room he wanted or something. She's like, fuck this. And like threw a juice at a wall. I was like, damn.
That is way more understandable.
Shit's going
than
down.
Pooping in the shower.
That would suck to work at a hotel.
Oh my God. Especially a 5-star
Yeah.
around here.
Wait,
Imagine
what?
that.
Why would that be worse than any other hotel?
Well, I just feel like you get like pissy people, snobby shit. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there was a lot of like
I see what you're
escorts and all that shit, and like celebrities would come in and do some weird shit.
You know what movie like really personified working at a hotel is Blue Crush.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Oh
about?
yeah.
And they're
Are you
like
talking about that blonde chick?
they're like cleaning up like the NFL players and they're finding condoms in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like poop and shit
That's
everywhere.
very true.
That's
Yeah.
what painted a picture of like working at a hotel. For me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one of my early surf movies.
Yeah. It's a
Sick
great
ones.
movie.
It's a fucking classic, dude.
I fucking love that movie.
Yeah. Whatever happened to that girl? I thought she was like set
Which
for
one?
stardom.
It was like
dude.
the
Yeah, I'm
football
talking the
He's
movie.
main
married to
chick.
the football player.
Can you look up the
Or,
cast
like,
again? Maybe I'm thinking of a different movie.
She
but-
was in a few movies. Like, what was that? 90s? Was Blue
Oh,
Crush in
is that
90s?
the
Early
football
2000s?
player's son? Yeah, it is. It's fucking Boz's daughter.
2002.
Yeah.
Yeah, the football guy's.
She's
Oh,
like,
wow.
She's
Yeah.
like kind of famous still.
Is she?
Yeah.
She was my first crush.
Was she?
Boss.
Blue Crush?
She was so
Your
blue
first
crush.
blue crush?
She's my blue crush.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Wait, what else
I'm
was
sure
she
she
in?
was a lot of guys' first blue crush.
Fouls in Love. That guy was so funny in that movie.
Straw Dogs.
Remember the Titan?
Okay, so she's been in a
Oh,
lot
that's
of
what she was
movies,
in.
but nothing really.
Won a
come on.
date with Todd.
This is recent.
Oh, remember the fucking Titans? Let's go.
Superman Returns.
Great movie.
Wow.
Yeah, good job, Kate.
Bosworth. Your
Boz?
dad is Boz. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Boz is a legend, bro.
Wait, who's her mom? Like who?
Who's
did
her
Boz,
mom?
Who did Boz?
She's probably fucking beautiful. Man, you kidding me?
Yeah.
Married an NFL star and you have a daughter like that? Come on.
Patricia.
Patty.
This is so random.
I know.
It's all right. It's all fun. It's all fun and games.
Looks
All
like a
right.
regular woman.
Yeah. She's wearing an ascot. Oh, she looks completely different. All right.
I don't think it's the Boz's daughter, dude. You think?
Yeah, 100%. Look up her dad. Look up her
This
dad.
is-
Look up Kate Bosworth's dad. We all want to know. Everyone listening wants to know.
Harold.
Oh, fuck. It's a
Harold,
different
I told
guy.
you, dude.
Holy shit. There can only be one Bos, bro. But look, there's a fucking, yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's Brian Bosworth. So what the
Yeah,
fuck is he?
not Harold.
It's
This
like
is
her uncle?
confusing.
It's her fucking uncle? All right. We'll never know. We'll never fucking know.
Yeah, what's his relationship? Whoa, who's that guy hugging her?
I know. what
That's the guy
fuck?
from
Get off
what is
her,
it?
dude.
Get
Not
outta
Easy
here.
A, but
Oh, yeah.
What's the-
Oh, my God. They're
Dodgeball.
together?
oh, that's Dodgeball.
No way.
that guy?
They're engaged.
Dude.
Okay, she's
Justin
awesome.
Long?
If she's
Yeah,
gonna
he's in
marry
Dodgeball.
Justin Long,
What-
Well,
she's
what was
awesome.
the
He's the one's like, show me my.
what was the college
Yeah.
one? He
Dude.
creates a college.
Acceptance.
Oh, yeah.
Acceptance.
God, what
Yeah,
a
that was
great
Yeah.
good.
movie.
That was a great movie.
God, good for her. The fact that
Ask
she
me
married
about
him.
my wiener.
Yeah,
Oh
that
yeah,
that was what's his face.
crazy.
I know that's not him, but it's the same movie.
He got all into surf too, didn't he? What's his name?
Justin Long.
He was in no. He wasn't the wiener guy. It was the other guy.
You're talking about
Seth? No.
the
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. Yeah.
Oh,
Jonah Hill. He got on a surf for a second too, didn't he?
Yeah, we started
Still
dating
is.
at
That's
longboard.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
I
sick.
back it. It's cool.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
down.
it's super rad.
Didn't he like start dating this like professional longboard girl?
Yeah, he's
and,
dating
What?
some surfer girl.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, really? That's what got him in?
well, then she started like saying that he was psycho and like
Oh.
yeah, like
Oh, that was that whole thing?
yeah.
I remember hearing about that from my wife. Bill's got a good
We
page
got
on that shit.
so off track.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
they're, like
I mean, fuck yeah, Justin Long.
while I was out there surfing or something, but I'm all for him going surfing.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah.
And he lost all that
Yeah.
weight, which is fucking awesome for his heart health. You know what I mean? Shout out fitness. Shout out fitness,
I'm
bro.
proud of you.
I'm happy for him.
proud
dude.
of you.
Although Superbad was pretty all time.
Oh,
I
yes.
mean, that movie like shaped my life.
For sure.
honestly.
That was like our generation's like Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a good point.
It's like
It-
it can't be recreated. It just is. It
It's
is what it
so
is.
They would never make
Yeah.
a movie
Yeah.
like that nowadays. I feel like
I know.
that's one of the last.
That's what they say, but then there's like
There's always one that comes.
yeah, there's always something.
like what?
I don't know.
Give me one.
Well, there
Well-
hasn't been one since. Maybe there's going to be.
Salt
Like
burn.
another wave.
There's
Well,
some newer
I remember-
ones.
Even like Euphoria, that show on
I
HBO.
never, was that
Messed
gnarly?
up.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
messed
I've
up,
never
I
right?
seen
can't
it.
watch that. It's like too real.
It's
Is it?
too real.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm
Never
yelling.
saw it.
That
I felt the
Fuck.
same way.
I couldn't watch it. I'm just like, my kid's doomed. Like,
Yeah,
man.
it
yeah.
was sad.
It's
Wait,
fucked up.
I was just so that's
A
it's
boy.
like too gnarly to watch.
I haven't
You haven't
watched
watched
it.
it?
yet either.
Someone,
haven't
I think
seen it either.
Dylan is the one that just told me to watch
It's
it.
not too gnarly. to
Right?
watch. It's
Yeah.
really good.
Euphoria?
When we were driving through, you're like, oh, this is like where Euphoria was
Oh yeah,
based
where my hometown is. Like,
Yeah.
well, near it.
You know those guys?
No.
He's
It's,
actually
like,
the main
based-
guy in it.
it's
I was
based-
going to watch it because you said
Yeah.
that.
You should watch
But
it.
now I'm
It's-
scared.
It's actually a pretty fun.
Was it like
Yeah.
TikTok or something? What are we doing
Kind
here?
of,
What's
yeah.
the plot here?
I don't know.
Huh?
It's just.
What's it about?
It's supposed to just
it
be like a
honestly-
modern like teenage life nowadays.
It
Like,
kind of
Uh,
reminded me of like regular high school, but there's just like a little bit more of an extra step of like drugs and like
For
social
sure.
media and stuff.
Where were we at?
Oh man, yeah. I mean,
don't even
Dane was
know.
the fucking king of shout outs, bro. He did probably like
Dane did.
1,000 shout outs
Dane
on the
did
podcast.
access?
Yeah,
Shout out to Dane.
yeah. Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to
Dane,
Dane.
bro.
Yeah.
And Sunburn, bro.
Our recap of his episode was just shout outs. It was like a
That's it.
list, like a shout out counter.
Dude.
I mean, he might be the nicest guy on the planet.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
up there, top
He's
10.
the man.
Yeah,
top
they,
10
they
behind
all
Jesus.
are, and it's like real.
Yeah.
I know it's like just this energy they all have. They're
Yeah.
just
It's
smiling
insane.
and just like
They're so rad.
I can't
Yeah.
believe they're always like that. It's freaking insane.
I just can't
They live the
imagine
life.
energy.
Like,
I've straight up asked him, just like,
What are you on?
we're just like, how
what
do
the
you
fuck
guys
are you on?
do that? I've asked Tanner.
I think
that,
he
and I was
gets
just like,
asked that a lot.
yeah. I've asked Tanner. I was like, how do you?
I mean, there's
Like-
got to be a dopamine thing, right? Like, there's an excess of it or something.
No, they're just like so genuine and
Just like very polite and just happy.
Imagine
psyched.
if the
they're
entire
just
world was
living
like
their
that.
lives.
How
Yeah.
crazy the world would be if
Loving
everyone was
life.
like that.
I'm trying to be like that.
Yeah.
It's hard. I mean, I feel like that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you just to naturally have that. Someone should do like a CAT scan or some shit. Like, there's gotta be.
I know.
Some, there's gotta
agree.
be something in there. Like, is there a fucking pill to get to that level?
So
You know what I mean? Or like a cold plunge.
My cousin married his cousin or their cousin. So
He's cousins with
my
everyone.
cousin, kind of.
Oh, cool.
So you're
But-
fourth cousins.
He's related to everyone.
I'm not really
That's it.
cousins with them. I always preface that I'm not actually related to them, but we're kind of cousins.
Yeah.
And so you think it would be in the bloodline, you know? Like Marshall, their cousin, is not like them, but he's still really cool. But there's just like those guys are just like so smiley and happy. And Marshall is like a very intelligent like bank man, and he's super nice and also very happy, but not like those guys just got like something in their
Yeah, they are insanely
DNA
happy.
that's just like, woo, we're
Yeah.
living life, baby.
I feel like when you're like
Exactly like that.
surfing and like sunburnt and you just have like the salt water in your skin at all times, you could be like that.
Oh, for sure.
You just be like, yes, this is the best day ever. I feel so good right now. Like,
Yeah. Go get
There's a
Pokey.
guy.
Yeah.
I had Pokey for the first time with those guys. It was-
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
The first time I went to the North Shore when I was 17 or something like that, and like stayed. It was like with all the Vans guys, surfing for Vans when I was younger. I was like sleeping on the floor. They had like the cool surfer house, all the surf dudes like right in front of Sunset, and I was sleeping on the floor where like the filmers and photographers were. But I was just so psyched to be there, and like would wake up, go to the other house, and like see what they were doing. They would go surf like pipe, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go surf V-Land over here. I'll
Yeah.
catch up with you guys later.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be like with them.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go get like Pokey at the Superette, and I was like, cool. Like never had Pokey before. Didn't think I liked it or anything.
Uh-huh.
didn't want to let them down. Like just got
Yeah.
in and ate it. Like I was, but still tell them all
Yeah.
this.
Like a
that was my
champ.
first time having poke.
Fuck
That was
yeah.
the best.
It's pretty
insane.
all time, first time.
I
Yeah.
could just imagine like if you're like, I've never had poke before. They'd be like, oh,
It's the best.
Yeah, but they would have been like, dude, it's so good. You
Yeah.
gotta have it.
Yeah.
Which is not a weird thing
Yeah.
to think about now, but I was very much just like plain cheeseburger.
Yeah. I mean, Pokey hit the
Pizza.
fun. It's like acai. That shit came in hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you're on the floor at this pipe house, basically,
No, it was like they were at Sunset. I mean, I'm just saying this like whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then like this house at Sunset, I was over here, whatever.
Oh,
There was a
gotcha.
few different houses.
Gotcha. But did
over
you have?
time.
I guess my main question is because you're on the Vans team. Did you have pressure to like go surf something you didn't want to surf?
Me? No. I was always like the longboarder kid kind of, or
Yeah.
I did with Joel, but in a good way. It was really sick. His house is over there. If I wasn't surfing with like those guys, I would like walk over to Joel's house, see what he was doing. One day, so that house was right at Sunset. You could see Sunset perfect. It was massive, like huge. Walked over to his house. I was like, "You want to go surf VLAN? Like it's maxed out there."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Oh, we should go body surf pipe, like whatever swell direction." I'm not super knowledgeable with the swells over there. He's like, "It'll be super fun to body surf, like not too big. Don't worry about it." Like basically, like you're fine. We start riding our bikes over to body surf at pipe. He stops at Sunset and he's like, "Oh my god, like it's insane out there. What? Like why didn't you tell me it was this good?" I was like, "I don't. It looks huge."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I was
there's
hoping we'd
no way.
avoid
It's
that.
he's like, "It's perfect. It's perfect." We go back to his house. He like grabs these two boards under his house, which I wish I knew what they were at this time,
Uh-huh.
being a shaper and stuff. I think they were like 9.4s or 9.6, like crazy Sunset guns, like blast on single fin.
Yeah.
Wild.
Don't know who made them. It was a green and red one. Like hands me and we're like getting ready, and I was like shaking, just like, "Oh my god."
Oh no.
Yeah. It sounds terrifying.
Don't want to like let down my hero.
Yeah.
Just like
You have to go out at that
Yeah.
point.
And he could tell. Like I was just like, "Oh my god, like dude, what
Yeah.
are we gonna do?"
Yeah.
And didn't have leashes. He's like, "No, you can't wear. Like they're just gonna like you're gonna like drown or something." I was like, "Why are we wearing leashes?" Like,
Damn, crazy.
and the wave next to it's called Backyards. It's
Mhm.
like it's reef, but it's like a beach break. It's not really, just a bunch of different peaks. You'd think we'd paddle out at like in the channel at Sunset. He's like, "No, you're gonna get like ripped out there." But I was like, "We're not gonna like hit any waves." He's like, "No,
Yeah.
you're gonna get like dragged out." So we time it back paddling out at Backyards, just these like massive closeouts, and I just was like, it was like I was in a paddleboard race trying to like keep up with
Jeez.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, and we get out there. I'm sitting the furthest person out because I was so scared.
Yeah.
Of, like
Yeah.
any
Being on the
waves.
inside.
Yeah, like didn't want to get stuck inside. And he's catching a bunch of waves. I'm just like, "That's cool. I'm just gonna stay out here." This like huge one comes in. I just hear him yelling at me.
Oh
Just like,
shit.
"Go!" And there was one old dude sitting next to me out there, and we both turned around and like rode this wave, just like huge. I don't know
Sick.
if they call it like a west winger or something, but like rode this wave with this dude. Best wave of my whole life. Like still can
Damn,
remember it.
damn.
And then like paddled out, caught like 4 more waves, didn't get my hair wet, went in like without getting touched by
Yeah.
a wave. I was just like, I'm calling it like that.
Yeah.
But like caught like 3 or 4 waves. But that was the only time I ever was pressured. Sorry, that's like my
Damn.
big
That's an
story.
awesome
about
story.
it. But like
Fun to hear.
yeah, that was like the only time. Other than that, it was just like I'm not like a Hawaii surfer dude whatsoever. There
Yeah.
was never any of like this like abuse or like
Yeah.
force.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm gonna go surf land or
Go
like
somewhere else.
like longboard over at Chun's or something, like just like having fun.
Yeah.
That was the only time where I was like, "Oh fuck, I can't get down."
We're going next week to Hawaii.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
pretty
awesome.
fired up.
Yeah, with Skip.
Yeah, we're doing it. With,
No way.
Yeah, Stip.
It's supposed to be like 10 to 15 pipe, so it'll be fun for him to.
We're gonna force Mattson to
Yeah.
paddle out.
Yeah, I'll paddle. No, I'm not gonna paddle. But
I would
if
die.
there's any other like
literally.
waves you recommend that aren't 10 to 15, or maybe they're like 10 to 15 but fun, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so many fun waves over there. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool to just like there's that very like crazy zone where you
Yeah.
see all those dudes, but I don't know. I have fun at all the waves that are like, that's just that random wave, you know?
Yeah.
Like, even right next to B-Land, this wave, Freddy Land or whatever, it's like a Sano or something. It's super fun.
Fuck yeah.
Like nobody's surfing it because there's just everything
Kind of,
over there.
yeah. Just
That's
like
perfect. I mean,
dad and his daughter out there, and
Yeah.
like, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
that's
over
rad.
there. I've never like done the real thing though. I've gone over there a bunch, stayed for a while. Nope.
yeah.
Like, I don't know.
So gnarly.
Yeah, surf some fun waves, but yeah, never like put myself out there to like do the thing
Yeah.
with all them. Yeah, I wish I have. Looking back at it now, like that'd be, I don't know. I just cruise.
That's
Would you
rad.
do it now if someone asked you, if they're like, if Vans was like, yo, we're gonna fly you out, but you have to surf pipe?
For sure.
You'd do it right
I-
now?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right, Vans. You heard that.
No, not like that. But like, yeah, like on a fun day,
Mm-hmm.
that would be the best.
I always think it would be cool if it was like you signed up for a pipe contest and it was like 3 to 4 foot, and you just had you and like one other guy out, you know, for 3 to 4 foot pipe would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
But like anything above that and there's a crowd, that's just like,
so gnarly.
yeah, I just don't think you're gonna get waves. Like,
Yeah, not at all.
you're just gonna get maybe smoked by like a set, and then that sucks.
Yeah.
So get yelled at.
It's super crowded too. Like I've surfed pipe before, like small, fun. It's so crowded. It's
Yeah.
so hard to get waves, and like you're not gonna get like that wave.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
there's so many like bodyboarders and stuff like
Yeah.
just going. And
Yeah.
I'm not like very competitive or anything. I'm like, I'm gonna go sit over here and like
Yeah.
I've like surfed fun, like backdoor and off the wall and stuff like that, and just random days. And but yeah, I've never like like put in the time and done that.
Yeah.
Obviously,
That's why I said the competition part, not for
yeah.
the
If you
So
had
it's, like,
that, that'd be
forced to
the
have it.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just like you get forced no crowds.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah. That'd be the best.
I was watching. I think I forget which pipe contest it is, but one of them or maybe all of them. The earlier rounds they have to have, per like Hawaiian rules, local people involved in
Yeah.
them. And there was someone surfing in one of the heats that was definitely like maybe surfs like once or twice a year. Like he took off and he stink bug stance and like fell, and like I was like, holy.
And that was like
shit.
the wild card.
Yeah, like the
That's-
wild
that's
card. And I was
sick.
like, damn, that's crazy. Like these kids are just charging and they don't surf that much. So I was
Yeah,
like,
that'd be sick
I just
to
gotta
just
move over to Hawaii and get in that
have
contest.
that.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah,
But yeah,
A stink bug invitational.
yeah.
That'd be sick.
yeah.
You can only surf once a year though to practice.
Yeah. Invite all of those people.
Yeah, yeah.
It's great.
Fuck it. See what happens.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah,
Life
that's
and
gotta
death.
be like the best part about surfing contests. So it's just surfing those waves with 3 other people or
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, that's
you know.
crazy.
Like I've done a couple Malibu contests where it was like that, and it was
It's
the
insane.
best.
That is
Yeah,
insane.
It was so cool.
It's so rad.
Yeah, Malibu is another wave that's just so fucking crowded.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's
also
crazy.
so fun.
That's just
It
part
is
of
so
it, though.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is part of the vibe for
yeah,
sure.
you get like snaked by Jonah Hill on a soft top.
yeah. Yeah. Fucking Jonah Hill. I would love
I'd be
that. I would love to be snaked by Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
Or just whoever, like Alan Sarlo.
Who's that?
He's like the old Dogtown dude, but he's still out there every day
Alan
regulating.
Sarlo.
Just
I see
going
a
on
visual.
all the best waves. Like every time I surf Malibu when it's good, he's out there.
Really?
I always love
Yeah,
that.
he was in
that-
Dogtown and Zebra.
Damn, you know what he
Oh,
looks
really?
like is the fucking
Dude,
what's
he-
that Australian guy?
Aki. He looks like Aki.
He does look like Aki, but he looks like the Australian
Aki's
guy
cousin.
who died by the fucking stingray to the heart or something.
Steve
Oh.
Irwin.
Steve Irwin. He
Dude,
got a little Steve Irwin
He
energy.
looks like it in that photo where his
Yeah.
hair's wet.
Yeah, straight Steve Irwin. Fuck yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like
Legend.
Totally
any set
does.
wave that comes in, he's going.
He looks
That's
like he would
about it.
fuck you up in a fight. Not
Yeah.
you specifically. I mean, maybe all of us, but he just looks like a
Absolutely.
He would
fucking
take all four
tank.
of us.
Yeah, dude, he's awesome.
Legend.
Fuck yeah.
He rips.
That's fucking dope.
But that's part
Alan.
of surfing Malibu is like seeing that. Dude.
Yeah, the legends.
Yeah.
Well, what's that dude in La Jolla Shores that would always have like the crazy beard and the long hair? I always love seeing that dude. It's like Matus.
Yeah, I know.
What's his fucking name?
John's
Hafey.
Yeah, John Hafey.
That
Yeah.
guy's fucking awesome
He's-
too.
is or was like super good friends with Joel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I met him through Joel, and like he would go on the early duct tapes and stuff. He's
Sick.
so sick.
Every time, like we'd be because we went to UCSD down there, so we'd be at the shores all the time. And
Yeah.
every time that dude walked up to the beach, I'm like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Yeah,
That's
he's
like,
so
Did he
strong.
rip too?
But he
just-
kind of just glides.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
glider,
Yeah.
which
He
is
does rip.
I'm a glider.
Sometimes
I'm,
that's sick.
ripped.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
more of a glider
I'm
personally.
not
so
saying
Yeah.
he doesn't rip. He just when he
Yeah.
Rips in
stands
his
up,
own
he
way.
just stands up and glides.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he catches weight.
It's beautiful.
he catches a lot of waves, and the boards he rides are like it's impressive that you can surf those things. I was
Yeah.
like, holy fuck, that's insane.
Some like really
Some dudes would
He's
be
also
surfing
really
like,
old, I think. He's
Yeah.
probably like in his 70s.
yeah, he's probably in his 70s.
drinks a bunch of Dr. Peppers.
What?
Loves
He's a
Dr.
prune juice guy. Damn.
But yeah,
He
he's
seems more
surfing some,
hippie.
like,
That's
period
crazy.
correct boards, you know.
There
He's
was a-
really into collecting
Like
boards.
Brian Bent style.
Yeah, but in a different way. Brian Bent's like bebop a loobop 40, like loop box things. Like that's his
Bebop a
deal,
loop
Yeah.
up.
you know.
Wow.
That's his deal.
Yeah.
But he's just like full board collector, 60s, 70s, like, and just rad boards.
That's what I was thinking of when you said gliding. I was
Yeah.
like, that's like Brian Bent. He's like a pro surfer and he's so good, but
Dude,
like
he's so good.
it's all about the glide.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, just different.
Yeah.
The
when you
beat
get
box
somebody
and
that's
shit.
that's good and you watch them glide, it's just
Yeah.
different. It's like, whoa,
Dude,
that was really cool.
There'd be people at the shores because there'd be like hundreds of people in the water, even just like kids in the inside just standing there. And there'd be dudes out with like 12-foot fucking just like probably 1,000 pounds, these boards. And they would just no leash, just like launch their boards. I'm like, someone's going to get their head blown up.
Yeah, it's
Like
even
blown up, like a fucking watermelon, you know? It's like if that thing just hits you on the inside, it's insane. If I was a lifeguard, that'd be a fucking red flag.
Oh, you mean all the kids playing in the water?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you got
Yeah.
no leash and he's just charging. I was like, I remember talking to this guy. I was like, bro,
I mean, it is just like an annoying thing. If it's a surf spot and you're allowed to go surf,
yeah,
they should stop.
yeah,
Like,
I
it's
know, I
in the
agree,
water
I agree.
For danger reasons.
I was
there's a fine line though. Like,
yeah.
I'm all about not wearing a leash, but
Yeah.
you have to earn it.
Yeah.
You know.
Can't just be
But
launching your shit at everyone.
Yeah. You can't just be like, oh, well, I got this board. I'm not gonna wear a leash. It's like,
Absolutely.
you need to know how to surf.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Don't go launch it.
I mean, this guy was good, but it was like big closeouts. I remember thinking, like, God, someone's so dead. Someone's so fucked up.
I was working as a surf instructor in college, I think, or maybe high school. I don't know. One of our coworkers was from Brazil, and he had been a surf instructor for like 5 years, and he was over here like illegally. I'm pretty sure, like didn't have any kind of documentation or anything, and so didn't have health insurance or whatever. And someone launched their board straight into his back and broke his spine.
Oh,
And he was like,
nothing. What do you do?
I wasn't there for this, but apparently he was like floating and like turned over and like saw the guy grab his board, look down at him, and like go back out.
What?
Yeah. And
Did he die?
and no, so he like was in. I don't know how he, but he got.
Someone just saw a floating
he was
body?
he was in the hospital for a bit, but then had to get deported because he didn't have health insurance and
God.
he was there illegally.
What a terrible day.
So yeah, he just got fully fucked.
That's a terrible day.
Yeah.
They just drop you off? Like, what do they even do?
I have no idea.
It's like, here you
No
go.
idea.
Yeah, at the airport.
So
I
fucked
don't
up.
know. That's really sad.
Wow, what a bad day.
And I never saw that guy again. Bruno.
Bruno.
Bruno, where are you, Bruno? Let's do it. Where are you now, dude? Let's go find him, dude. Let's go find this guy, dude. Let's go down.
Nicest guy.
Damn, what a. Yeah, I mean, surf instructors are all nice as fuck, dude. You have to be that patient. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Get stung by stingrays. And
Yeah. And just dealing with people who have no idea what they're doing, getting yelled at by all the locals. Like,
Yeah.
that's a fucking weird job right there. That's
Yeah.
a crazy job. But, hey,
I mean, some surf instructors
You gotta do
aren't that nice.
that's name drop, bro. Throw him out there.
The guy at Thalia.
That guy, dude, he was nice.
He's nice,
Goff.
but he's also just skeets.
I think his name was
Oh.
Goff.
I've
I think
heard
it's
about
gone.
this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He's been
he's
doing it forever.
Yeah, he's doing it
Yeah.
forever.
He is nice. I
heard
will
this
give
guy's
him the benefit of the
awesome.
doubt.
Yeah, he's. I mean,
But he'll like yell at somebody in
yeah.
the water.
Oh, yeah.
Like scream, and I'm like, dude.
I know
chill.
it's crazy.
I don't know this guy. I've just heard about him.
That could be such a fucking good comedy show. Now I think about it, like,
What?
like the main protagonist is like a surf instructor who's like this pissed off fucking surf instructor. Like a Jonah Hill could play it.
It was kind of.
You know what I mean?
What was the one? Not I Love You Man. Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That surf instructor.
Oh, Paul
Yeah.
Rudd.
yeah.
Paul Rudd. Yeah.
That was
Paul
classic.
Rudd. That is classic.
But he wasn't pissed off. He was just like he was too.
He was
Yeah.
just
That is a good
tired.
movie line.
What was
Like, that's a good movie.
That could
story
easily be something.
about, like,
You know what I
this
mean?
local surf instructor in
Yeah.
his life.
Just living out of his fucking van. That is just such a crazy. That's just such a weird part of the surf industry. Like you need it. It's like you need it in it.
Every beach has got it.
Every beach has got it. And then they have like territory wars and shit. Like, this is my fucking beach, bro.
Yeah.
Get off. I got my easy up over here. They always have easy ups. They love that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff in surfing. It's
Oh, I was talking to you.
Yeah, it is a trip, but I don't know. I guess like everything, like you were saying with like those movies coming back. Like I feel like in the surf industry, it's like pushing down this way of like centralization, like monopolization or whatever, and like force. But like I feel like that's just going to create a pocket. You know what I mean? For like the new wave to come through and.
More surf instructors.
Yeah, more. We need more surf instructors out there.
Brands go away and the
Double
surf
it down.
instructors get crazy.
Yeah. They need to make real money, guys. But
Well, sorry for going on so many tangents.
oh
It's
no,
been
I didn't.
Fantastic.
that's what we do.
Yeah,
It's been
that's
fun.
cool.
hanging.
I didn't even know the podcast really started. I thought there was gonna be like some
Right.
stock dialogue.
I
about-
know. You know, our first one we ever did.
Oh, actually, we're starting
tried
right
doing-
now.
Yeah, and start. We tried doing that like intros in the beginning.
Yeah.
and it just.
Favorite food.
It's
sardines.
So yeah, we would always
Favorite
ask.
Is that? No.
Favorite- no.
At Steve Zissou in Life Aquatic, he's like, I thought you were gonna give me some stock dialogue. Favorite food, sardines.
we used to always ask like any sort of like musician that we have on like who their least favorite artist is.
Yeah.
That was our only like stock question, and it is super fun. Some people are uncomfortable saying that, but I feel like it's just fun because you always know like who someone's inspired by, and that's cool in its own way. But
For
like,
sure.
you got to also know what they're moving away from. It's like a push pull. You know what I mean? Like, who
Yeah.
do you not want to be? You know?
No
Like,
one
who's
wants to openly talk shit.
I know
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, 100%.
where it is fun.
Yeah,
But we're lit.
yeah.
For listening.
I know.
My
I
mom
know.
is listening.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
That being said, is there anything that you like wanted to bring up or talk about?
Any
Talk
plugs?
shit on?
No,
Yeah.
just in general, like about business, anything happen in the
No.
future.
No, just making surfboards,
Fuck yeah.
surfing. Love being part of surfing and making surfboards and getting to do that for work.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Make
You're
some
doing
beautiful
it.
crafts.
I don't know if I answered your other questions before. I was like,
No.
No, you did, dude.
Yeah. Super.
And if someone wants to order a board, they just go through the website, Instagram.
I guess so. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be people here at the office too.
Do you
I
do
think
any marketing around that, like, or are you just kind of word of mouth?
Yeah, I'm kind of just like, I try to be somewhat limited of like what I'm doing, and less is more, and just want the boards to be appreciated, and I enjoy shaping them and don't want to mass produce them off, or like not talking poorly about computers because that has its place and stuff
Yeah.
too. But just through me, I
Yeah.
try to keep it like limited to how many boards I'm doing and stuff like that. I want to be able to go surf and do everything else,
Yeah.
and then selling boards to Japan and the shops that I've been working with, Mollusk, Pilgrim, Thalia, Daydream.
Yeah.
All the best shops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Best
Daydream.
shops in the U.S. right there.
Yeah, it gives me coffee and stuff every day. Just
Sick.
shout out to Daydream.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck yeah, they had good coffee too.
Oh, Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's dope.
I don't know. What
Fuck
about
yeah.
you guys?
Fuck yeah. What's new with us?
Yeah, what do you guys like want to do? That's bad.
I want to get a new
Personally?
board.
I want to go on the moon.
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to go on the
surf
moon.
trips.
We're going
Did
to
you guys
Hawaii.
surf this big swell event? This,
I did a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, got back in the water after like taking basically 3 months off because I got
Sick.
married in Spain, went on a honeymoon,
Sick.
took a long time off for that, and it was epic. It felt so good to get back at it.
Yeah.
Now we're going to Hawaii, and
that's so rad.
hopefully the year just kind of like restarts and we all start surfing a little bit
I
more.
know.
We used to surf
Same.
pretty frequently,
Yeah,
even on work days, like when it was good.
yeah,
And just as you grow, it just gets harder and harder. And then if
Yeah.
we leave, it's like, can everybody leave?
Yeah,
So
life gets busier. It's the hard part.
Trying to figure
Also,
out
it's
that
a lot
balance.
easier to surf in Costa Mesa than it is in San Clemente, weirdly enough. Like,
yeah.
San Clemente has, like, the best waves are, like, a trek to get to.
Yeah. All the beach breaks are, unless you're surfing like T Street,
Yeah.
seems like they're disappearing a
Exactly.
little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And yeah, you got to bike or skate or e-bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I'm against.
E-bikes?
Yeah, hate them.
Yeah.
I'll talk shit on them.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
Actually, no. I take my son to go ride his bike at like the park next to my house, and there's kids on like the e-bike dirt bikes.
Yeah, the Surons.
Those
Kids are
sick.
so fucking talented on those things,
Dude,
by
They're
the way.
psyched. I'll show you a video. But my son he's 2. He's obsessed with motorcycles, and those guys are.
He's like, Dad,
the
I want an
sickest
e-bike.
No, he's just like psyched, and when we see him, they're like rock stars. Him and like,
That's sick.
Like if I had that when I was a kid,
I know.
So psyched.
Dude, I've seen kids do like nose manuals down
Yeah.
Pico. I'm like, holy fuck, kids are getting so talented now.
I know.
Are there e-bikes all over Hawaii now? Like,
don't
what does
know.
that look like? I wonder
When
if
I
they
was
either
there
hate it or love it.
last, there was a bunch of e-bikes, but I think people thought it was like a joke.
Last time I was there was 0, and that was like 6 years ago, which is crazy.
Just those birds.
Well, I
there could be
remember,
there could be a crazy amount now.
It's just
I remember
rollerblades,
like
I think.
Super 73 was doing a big push.
Yeah, that's what was over there.
Yeah.
They like
Wow.
there was a bunch of them over there, but we were all like riding them in the grass, like trying to do donuts. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
At least I was. Like,
Yeah.
But I think everyone over there was like pretty like, no, just ride the bicycle on the bike path. Like,
Yeah.
don't go too fast.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I wonder what it's gonna be like.
Yeah, who knows?
Look
I
out
haven't
for
been
that.
in like 3 years or something like
We'll
that.
keep you
I don't know.
posted.
Let's get some
I'll send you a
bikes, bro.
video.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bike around, dude.
Yeah, you just get
Yeah.
bicycles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get some
You'll get
bikes.
like, you go to Ted's Bakery, get some
Yeah.
All right,
of
Ted's.
the, what is it, like chocolate hapia pie or something?
That sounds fucking
Sounds good.
amazing. I'm in.
Spam
Yeah.
the Subies.
Damn.
Yep.
You
Oh,
go
what's
get-
What's that bakery in Haleiwa? Is that Ted's? Or is that?
Oh, Wailua
re-
Bakery.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have great stuff
Yeah,
there.
I think
Ooh,
that's
I'm
why
excited
Wailua
for
Bakery.
that.
Yeah, and then
Damn.
go to get pokey at like the Superette like liquor store thing. It's like you drive past like the garlic truck and all this stuff. Just little
That's the spot.
liquor store hole in the
Right
wall where you get
there.
pokey. That's where I got my
That's the first one.
yeah.
I'm gonna get Mercury posted.
With the
Yeah. Oh yeah.
with the Gudowski
Fuck yeah.
brothers, I just rode in the back of the truck. It was sick.
Sick.
That sounds
Like
fucking
in
awesome.
the truck bed. And
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it was sick.
Dang. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah,
This
for
is
sure.
usually when we do usually an hour and 15, so we went over a
Oh,
little
cool.
bit.
Yeah, that was
Good.
fast.
Yeah, I know it goes
Yeah.
quick. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Thank you so
And
much.
no one
Yeah,
peed.
Appreciate
thanks for
you.
having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
There we go.